right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Rakwadash. The Lord has said apostles a great millstone. Shalom to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, that's north of this road abroad, all around the world, through the spirit and power of our Lord, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua. So, you know, what we've been saying for years, you know, I did a video last night, you know, saying you can't ignore prophecy. You know, for many years now, you know, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when we were coming out, when this word was flourishing, and when the prophets, the brothers were coming out, prophesying, starting with the head apostles on down, when they came on the scene, in the summer of 2007, you had all kind of scoffers and scorners scoffing against the word, saying that this was never going to happen. We're a bunch of crazy guys. We're lunatics. We don't know what we're talking about. We're bums. We ain't shit. We're clowns. All this shit. But now the joke is on you. Now the joke is upon you scoffers now. Because what we've been saying for many years is finally coming to pass.
Yeah, go ahead. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 19, it says, quench not the spirit and despise not prophesying.
That's right. Quench not the spirit and despise not prophesying. You can't despise the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because it says in Proverbs, I believe, somewhere in Proverbs, that whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed. So for many years, you scoffers, you've been despising the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And now, what I'm saying? And now you're going to have to eat now you're going to have to eat those words now.
Here it is. Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
That's right. Who despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but whoever feareth the commandment shall be awarded. So you scoffers for many years now, you've been despising the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You haven't been taking this word very serious. So now it's going to come upon your own head now. Now all your bullshit is about to catch up with you. All your scoffing and your scorning and your mockery of the prophets, of the men of the Lord, is about to catch up with you now. So now you about to feel the full weight of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because now we're in that time now. We're in that time where all hell is about to break loose.
Like the old saying goes, your arms are too short to box with the Heavenly Father. That's how these people, especially Esau Edom, they believe they can fight against the Heavenly Father and fight his prophecies. There's nothing you can do against the prophecies. Like the brother said at the beginning. Absolutely nothing you can do. That's why the scripture says despise not prophesying. This really is a detriment to you. Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed. So the word itself is a testimony against you people, because you come up against it, and that's why you're gonna be destroyed. You despise the Most High's word, His commandment. You're being disobedient. What does the scripture say? Rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. That's what the Lord told Saul. Saul was rebellious, so He called him a witch. So you people are witches. You rebel against the Most High's word. That's why the scripture say what? The slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right.
The day of the Lord, when He comes with fierce anger, is because the people are being disobedient to Him. 2/3 of our people are being disobedient.
It's bad enough you already have Esau running a wreck, all over the world. For our people to not want to listen, what I'm saying? It's even worse. Because we were set up to do right. We were set up to keep the laws. 2/3 of our people that don't want to come back to the Heavenly Father, that despise His word, that despise the men of the Lord, the Most High is just going to destroy you. It's just that simple. You're just going to get caught up in in that whirlwind of destruction that's about to come.
The besom.
That's right.
Of destruction.
Come.
Isaiah the 14th chapter. Can I grab this?
Come.
This is Ecclesiastes 9:16. It says, "Then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard."
That's right. The poor man's wisdom is despised, and his word is not heard. We represent that poor man. You know what I'm saying? We are that poor man. You know, the men of the Lord that are out there on the highways and byways that's bringing out this word. You know. So, you know, just because, you know, we don't have any prestige in, you know what I'm saying, up in this world, you know, that don't mean that the prophecies are not going to happen. That don't mean what we're saying is true. It's not true. Because, real quick, can you get Romans 3:3?
Right, because the Lord's only dealing with the lowly anyways, you know. The Lord's not dealing with the exalted and the high. Romans 3:3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Yeah, let the Most High be true and every man a liar."
That's right. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. You know what I'm saying? So you telling us that the prophecies are not going to happen, you're a liar. Because if you're not, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if a man is out there on the highways and byways, and if he's not prophesying about the concentration camps or the MOTB, or, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, Babylon the Great being destroyed, you know what I'm saying, or the time of Jacob's trouble, then he indeed is a false prophet. You know?
He's not a man of the Lord.
Not a man of the Lord. You are indeed a false prophet.
What's the testimony of Yahushua? Is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right.
Revelation 19:10. So if you're not coming in the spirit of Yahushua, where you coming? You coming in the spirit of deceit.
You're coming in the spirit of Satan. That's what
the spirit of Satan.
You know? Because our job as men of the Lord, we're supposed to prophesy. You know, we're prophets. It says that in the book of, this is the characteristics of a prophet. You know, if you could get Jeremiah 28:8.
It says Jeremiah 28:8. It says the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against many great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right, and of war and of evil and of pestilence. You see, war.
Verse 9 says, "The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the words of that prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him."
That's right. You see, so it's going to be known who are the real prophets. You know, because you have, you know, these so-called preachers, you know, that claim to be men of the Lord. They talking about peace. They want to pray for peace. You know, pray for Ukraine. Pray for the people of Ukraine. You know?
Yeah.
Well, they're not our people. The hell with the people over there. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is bringing judgment upon them. You know? That's all judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know?
Those are Edomites.
Yeah, con.
If it was up to a lot of these Israelites, they would have us praying for the Edomites.
That's right.
Or save them from the Edomites. They're not our people.
That's right.
Ultimately, the Most High is the one, like you said, it's all judgment. So you can't get in the way of the Most High's judgment.
That's right.
You're trying to tell the Most High, "Oh no, you're wrong for this." That's the Most High's chess move. That's how he's trying to get everything is culminating to the deliverance of the nation of Israel. So all these things are happening are good things, really, because they're for Israel's sake. You know, you devils, you fighting the war, you're fighting to kill yourselves, so that we can come up and rule.
That's right.
You know?
And ultimately, that's the Most High. Pretty much, the Most High is using Vladimir Putin to do it. You know, the Most High is using him to do it. Because right now, the Most High, really, what's going to happen is the Most High is going to gather all you nations over there into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is in the east, and he's going to sit to judge you all at once. Why? Because you other nations, you had us in slavery. So now the Most High is going to put you in one big bundle and judge you all at the same time.
Yeah, the Lord is sharpening, is going to number you to the sword. That's the expression. He's going to number you to the sword. Back in Romans 3 and 4, it says, the Most High forbid, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
That's right, thou will be justified in thy sayings. So we're going to be it's justified. You know? We're justified through the Spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua to proclaim these prophecies amongst you people.
Right. Oh, and the scripture says that there's no condemnation to them that are in Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So the Most High is backing us, you know, whether you believe it or not. The Most High is behind. This is the Most High's program, right here, you know. So the Most High is directing this, and he's using us as vessels. That's all we really are, you know, vessels. You know, messengers, angels, prophets, like we said. But you know, we're at the end of the day, we're servants. We're yoke fellows, as we say. You know? That's why we can't think of ourselves higher than we ought to think. You know, but yeah, we've been given these gifts. But you know, the scriptures say, you know, if you have not charity, you know, you're nothing. So there's a balance through the Spirit. But yeah, that's it right there. But yeah, like the brother was saying, we're justified in our sayings because the Lord's backing what it is that we're saying out here, you know?
Yeah, by way of prophecy.
By way of prophecy.
Because at the end of the day, it's the prophecy. Things are about to get real ugly out here real soon, you know? Things are about to get real ugly. Because, you know, like we've been saying, you know, part of the prophecy is famine, you know. There's going to be a great famine in this land, you know. You people are not going to be able to eat. You know, so when you Jakes out there, when you can't eat, you know what I'm saying? Don't come running over here. You know, because we've been telling you for many years that famine is also going to hit this place too. You know, you're going to be searching through and through. You're going to try to find us, but we're not going to be found.
The Lord's going to hide us.
Yeah, the Most High is going to keep us hidden.
Okay, get this. Isaiah 5 and 22, it says, "Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, who would justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous one. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of armies, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel."
That's right, and despised the Holy One, the word of the Holy One of Israel. That's your scoffers, scorners, mainly of our people. Despise the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Now you're gonna have to pay for that. You know, you're gonna pay with your blood too.
With your life.
With your life.
Because the word is there to benefit, for your benefit. Yeah. And you despising it, that's detriment unto you.
That's right.
You stupid nigga. You stupid cotton picking nigga. Why the fuck? Because Jacob's mind is still in slavery.
That's right.
They're not free. You know? The scripture say that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You know? So, this is Isaiah 30. Let me jump over here. Isaiah 30.
Well, here it is. We're trying to give you the truth, but you don't want to hear the truth. You know, you still want to trust in the systems. You still want to trust in the ways of America, your oppression, your oppressor. You still want to trust in your oppressor, which is the so-called white man. Fucking playing the same tricks on you every time. The same tricks over and over again. You fall for the same slickery, you know, buttery words.
Words smoother than butter.
Yeah, like the scripture says, his words were smoother than butter, but word was in his heart. Like, Buddy Joe Biden. A lot of you Jakes trusted in him and what he said. But look at him now. Look at him. He's looking like a fucking complete idiot.
Senile.
A senile.
Yeah.
Worse than Trump.
Yeah, much more worse.
Here it is. You had Trump dumb, but now you even have Dumb and Dumber. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a complete idiot. Now you Jakes are looking stupid now. Here it is. You wanted Trump out the office so bad, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got even a bigger idiot up in there.
Bigger fool.
A bigger fool.
Hey, the script say, so as the ruler is, so is the people.
That's
look,
right.
Look at these idiots going around with Ukraine flag.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Con.
It's Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe to the rebellious children.
But you know what's going to happen? Ukraine is going to end up joining Russia. Here it is, they're trying to support Ukraine, but Ukraine is going to end up joining Russia. They're going to end up joining forces.
Yeah.
You just watch. Because them soldiers are already talking shit about America. How America didn't keep their end of the bargain. So they're already talking mad shit about America over there.
And nobody likes America.
So eventually, what's going to happen is they're going to end up joining forces with Russia. So all that fucking support that's going on, donate money to Ukraine, is all for nothing. Because at the end of the day, where is the money going? Is the money truly going to those people over there? I don't fucking know. The money's going right into Esau's pockets.
As always.
As always. So Esau is definitely hustling the people.
Hey, was that Reagan that said it? He said trickle down economics.
That's right.
Everything goes to Esau and then it comes down all the way down to you niggas. You get the crumbs off the table.
That's right. So all that money donation is all for nothing, because they did the same shit back in Haiti with the earthquake over there. They had everybody trying to donate money, and they got all these celebrities and all this shit,
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, trying to donate money,
kissing babies, black babies. Ooh.
But where did the money go? At the end of the day, the money went straight right into Esau's pockets. That's where it went. It didn't go to the people of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? It was all nothing but a hustle. It was all a big hustle, all a big racket.
And Esau is the ultimate gangster.
That's right.
He runs the ultimate rackets. He's the one that makes he's the biggest drug dealer on the planet Earth.
He makes the rules and he breaks the rules.
Yep. at his will.
Con.
Because this is society.
That's right. This is his kingdom.
This is his kingdom. You Jake, you think you're free, You're not free, you're under his white man's society. Red man, really, the devil. Can I get this here? It says, Isaiah 31, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk down to go into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves, and the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
That's right, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's our people. They want to trust in this place. They want to try to build, they want to try to plant their vineyards and nothing that's not fruitful, and soil that's dead. There it is, you're trying to plant a vineyard in soil that's not good. How you gonna reap that harvest when you're trying to fucking plant your seed or your foundation in? The foundation is no good. The soil is no good. So you're not gonna reap that harvest. What you're gonna reap is destruction.
Damnation.
Damnation.
It says, verse 3. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be you ashamed, and the trust.
That's right. The strength of Pharaoh should be your shame. You know, the strength of Pharaoh is going to be your shame because he's not here to help you. He's here to destroy you, to keep you down, to keep you stupefied. That's his main MO. That's his mind. Because he doesn't want you to know this truth. He doesn't want you to know the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua or who you are as a people. He wants to keep you down, to keep you ignorant, keep you fighting and killing each other. You know? That's his mind. You know, when he sees brothers like us, you know what I'm saying, all around the world that are waking up through this word, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, now this devil, he's shitting bricks right now. Because that's his worst nightmare. You know? His worst nightmare is to see us rise up as a people, coming back to our Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because he knows when we're in good graces with the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he knows that, you know, we're unstoppable. We're an unstoppable force.
Can't be fucked with.
Yeah, we can't be defeated. We can't be fucked with.
That's right.
He knows this. You know? So when he sees brothers like us, you know, all around the world that are waking up to this truth, you know, this devil, he's shitting bricks.
It says, Ringo just went live. Ringo. Because, jump down to the point. It says, verse 7, for the Egyptians shall help in vain to no purpose.
That's right. The Egyptians shall help in vain with no purpose. You know, this devil, he's helping in vain with no purpose. You know, because his main, like we said, his main MO is to keep Jake down. He doesn't want Jake to know who they are. Because once he does that, that's his kingdom.
Why would he help his enemy? We're his enemy.
That's right.
And he's our enemy. What the hell would you niggas, you think that you could reconcile with your enemy? He was made to be against us. The only people that you can forgive is your own, really.
That's right.
Your own people. And even them niggas, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Jake's the only, we're the righteous. And they're the wicked. We're capable of forgiveness and, you know, all that growth. These devils are not. We're capable of changing. These devils are not. They were set up to be the damn devil. Okay, so let me finish verse 7. It says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Verse 8 says, now go and write it before them on the table and note it in a book, that it may be for a time to come forever and ever, which means age upon age. So this is for now. We're in the final age.
That's right.
So it says, verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Yeah, you so-called Negroes, Islam with you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and, you know, you are the most stubborn, rebellious, lying children that there are on the planet Earth. You know, just how it is. Our people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Pursuing to Jeremiah the 5th chapter.
That's right.
You know, our people are gone. The Lord said it. You know, so you're never gonna meet a more treacherous individual than an Israelite, especially you know, a down low, dirty Tyrone. You know, one of them niggas that was snaky. You know. Hey, the main people you gotta watch out for are our own people. Esau, I mean, he's a predator, you know, but you go up in the neighborhood and you don't really have to worry about your car being broken into and shit like that, you know. Now, they might call you a nigger or might try to kick you out, but you know that they're your enemy. Jake tried to come at you like a friend, you know, or you should know that they're your enemy if you have some common sense, you know. But anyways, it says, verse 10, which say to the seers and see not, to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, but speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
That's right, prophesy deceits. That's our people that want to hear. They want to hear a bunch of lies. That's our people. Our people that they don't want to hear the truth. You know, they don't want to hear truth because ultimately they can't handle the truth.
Yeah, they can't handle truth.
They can't handle truth.
Israelites.
That's right. All right, now.
All right, brother. How you doing, man?
Just tell me.
Yeah.
My bad. I mean, fucking.
No, it's all good,
It's
brother.
all good, man.
I be following. I be watching.
Okay. All right, now.
Yeah. Hey, that's spirit.
Jake is waking up. Yeah, Jake is waking up. Yeah, this is what Esau don't want. He doesn't want our people to wake up.
It's a dangerous thing to have brothers like that, ourselves in spirit.
Yeah,
You know, that's a dangerous thing that Esau,
Yeah, that's detrimental to his kingdom.
kind of detrimental.
Detrimental to his kingdom. You know, because that's his greatest fear. You know, us coming back as a people. You know, coming back to Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
Esau, he don't want that. He want to keep us down. Through the spirit, through prophecy, we're rising up. We're waking up.
Says verse 11, get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, and cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
That's right.
That's bad right there. Yeah?
That's right. You know, because this society is about to collapse. This society is about to fall. You know, this iniquity shall be as a breach ready for you, as a breach ready to fall.
Breach ready to fall. Hey, these proud ass Americans, they walk around like, their shit don't stink, and they're the baddest thing on earth. The scripture say in an instant, you're gonna lose all that shit.
That's right.
Because you're gonna have to take that Karat money, So it's gonna be like,
Oh yeah.
all your shit's gonna be gone because everything's gonna be under New World Order.
Yeah, come on. So because this dollar bill it's shit. It already served its purpose. And the main thing for Esau was, implementing that dollar bill back in 1913 was the sole purpose of really stripping you people of wealth, of the real wealth. To give you fiat currency, which is bullshit, because this currency that we're currently using is not backed by any real substance. It's not backed by gold and silver. It's backed by fraud and deceit.
Yeah.
So really, it's all about total control with this stuff. He wants total control of every aspect of your life. That's what the devil Nick Rockefeller said to Eric himself. Total control.
Total control, yeah. That's spiritual. That's exactly when inflation started, when they took the dollar off the standard. Because the money started to lose its value immediately.
That's right. And this is why you're seeing things getting expensive. This is why you're seeing gas prices are through the roof right now. This is why you're seeing food getting expensive. Everything is going up. It's not because of, the price itself. It's because of inflation. Because this dollar bill is not worth what it was worth before. This almighty dollar is not almighty anymore. So what they're systematically doing is destroying the dollar.
Oh, how the mighty ones have fallen.
That's right. So that's what it's doing. They're about to put, this dollar is dying. The money is dying. This is why things are getting more expensive.
That's right.
Because the money is not worth anything when it was worth back then. Just like in World War II. Here it is, the currency was bad. You had people, rolling all kind of paper money just to buy one loaf of bread.
World War I, the Weimar Republic.
That's right, World War I. That was World War I. World War I, yeah.
It's called the Weimar Republic. You look it up. There was like the West Side walking around with hella money on it, but it wasn't worth shit. Just like Venezuela. That was a recent example. You know.
That's right. It took all that bundles and bundles of money to just buy one loaf of bread. You know. That's how it's gonna be in the near future. You know. People are gonna start rolling all kind of money to just buy one piece of bread. So pretty much, U.S. dollar is nothing but currency that you can take and just wipe your ass with it, pretty much. That's what people are going to be doing. They're going to be burning all that money to keep warm. Because it's not going to be worth shit, like the brother said. It's not worth shit now. It's just used as legal tender. That's what it says on the note, you know?
A debt-bearing note.
Yep. That's what it says. This note is used as legal tender. That's it. That's all it's used for. That's it. You know?
It's very simple. That's all it is. Yeah. Like if we make a business deal and I say this product here costs $20, you give me $20 in exchange for that product. You know? But the thing is, all this money has run its course. You know?
That's right.
It's no longer worth nothing. You know? This very same product could be worth $20,000 the next day if I deem it to be so. You know? Now, are people going to pay for it? That's one thing. You know? But when the price gets so high, nobody can pay for it. That's when the riots start. You know?
That's right.
You know, people have something called run on the banks, where they go to the bank try to take out all the cash. There's no cash in the banks, man. There's no gold up in Fort Knox either. It's all the gold belongs to the elites. But anyways,
yeah, they have it fucking stored up in their chambers. That's where they have it stored. You know, they don't really have it in Fort Knox. Bullshit. They have it stored in their underground chambers. You know, over there in England.
That's the financial capital.
That's right. You had that devil down there, that old ragged devil, fucking showing off the gold and shit.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's where it's at. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take back what this devil stole.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we're gonna take all of that back. Because it's nothing but fraud.
This kingdom was established by blood. Go to the bloody city. Name them 3 and 1. It said go to the bloody city because it's full of lies and deceit.
All right, so this is James chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And ye shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of your laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entering the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. You know? Because really, you know, your gold and your silver are canker, you know? Because the gold and silver that we have is really not real gold and shit. You know, it's not 100% accurate. It's not 100%. You know?
They said 99.9.
Yeah, 99.9.
Yeah. That's what it says on 24 karat gold. It's not pure.
Yeah, that's right. It's not 100% pure.
Even though it is real gold, but it's not 100% though. You know?
That's right.
Like, you know, if you buy some chains, depending on what you buy, like 10K, 14K, it's like 50%, 50%, and then, you know, then it's like 58, and then when you get up to 24 karat, it gets to 99.9. You know?
That's right.
But the gold itself is real. It's mixed with alloys, which keep it, you know what I'm saying, in its state.
That's right.
Because bar, it's different. You know, you're not walking around with it on your person.
That's right.
But anyways, that's a whole different subject for another time, another day. You know, but that's gold and silver is true money, true wealth. Lands, by the way. You know, lands are a big money maker. Lands, people, they control the people. That's another money maker. You keep people sick. You control the population. You know what I'm saying? You tax, you know, all the people. You know.
Yep.
So you're making money off the people, the land, the air. You know they got air rights to build certain buildings. You can't build without the permits. Oh, if you buy a property, you don't own the deeds to the land. Esau can come and take your shit. You think you're paying for this shit, but it's not really yours until. That's why it's called the word mortgage. A mortgage. It's like mortgage, which means until death. It's a Latin word meaning until death. So really, you pay that motherfucker until you die, because most people do not have the resources to just come out and pay $300,000, $500,000, whatever your house is worth.
Right.
You know, so
and even if you do pay it, you don't own it.
you don't own that shit.
Because you still have to pay the property taxes on it. You still have to pay something called property taxes. So when you don't pay those property taxes, they could come in and they can fucking seize your property. So you, either way, you know what I'm saying? Either way, this devil got this shit sewn up, you know?
And when he issued martial law, he could do whatever he wants with martial law. It's called martial law for a reason. The military takes over, they can take your shit without any warning. No notice. They just kick your shit in and get the fuck out. You know, we're setting up a military base in your house. We needed a strategic outpost. You know, and that's it. They'll move you into a concentration camp.
That's right.
They don't have to give your ass no explanations. See, Esau's gonna show you what he's really about. His horn's gonna pop out. You know? Because right now, he's playing the nice guy card. He's not showing you who he truly is. Even though he exposed himself. You know what?
Yeah, he's just waiting to get.
He hasn't shown himself to the world as who he truly is. You know?
He's just waiting to get his hands on the people legally.
Yeah. Everything.
Right now, you know, people are just, you know, taxpayers. This is a corporation, you know. Pretty much, you know, shit is still in business. So he needs the people to continue to pay them taxes and shit.
God, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say everything Esau does it's done through contracts, man.
That's right.
Contracts, man. That's why everything is done through business deals, either backdoor deals, you know, or deals out in the open. But everything's done through deals. Like, you know, everything's done through deals, man. So Esau's deals are always in his favor, man.
That's right.
Whenever he made a deal with Gad or any other tribes, he always reneged on the deal. So the deal he's making with this is going all the way back to the garden, but the deal he made with Eve in the garden, he's gonna renege on that deal too. And all them things he promised Eve, he's gonna throw them right out the window. All them things he promised our people, he's going. You know what I'm saying? The script say even his children shall seek to please the poor. You know,
even with his own people. The people of Ukraine. You know, he made a deal with Ukraine, and already he's backing out of that deal.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't trust this devil. He's a fork-tongued devil.
Psalm 50:83, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go forth as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You know?
That's right. The wicked are estranged from the womb. You know. So as soon as they come out the womb, they're already lying. You know. They're already speaking lies as soon as they come out the womb. So either way, you can't trust them.
Yeah, they were programmed to do wickedness. Yeah, we don't. Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped the looking glass. Thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. And set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any some such as cometh nigh wild beasts? So, this devil is referred to as a serpent in the scriptures. Why? Because the serpent is treacherous, and they have venom under their tongue and their acting. It's called venom for a reason. It's to kill. So this devil has venom under every time he speaks, because his like the brother said, he has a forked tongue. He has a forked tongue.
Yeah, they say one thing and do another. Do the exact opposite of what he said. Just like the tribe of Gad, they experienced it. The people over there in Venezuela, they're starting to experience it. Everything that this devil says is nothing but lies.
The scriptures refer to him as the father of lies. The father of lies, man. In that movie, I was watching Dracula Untold the other night, and before Dracula ended, he was like, he bit the guy. That was basically the end. And he was like, my name is no longer whatever his name was. He was like, my name is Dracula, son of the devil. And hey, he's an Edomite, so it's spiritual. All them vampires are always Edomites, man. He's like, I'm the son of the devil, and he bit him. It's just spiritual. All these movies we watch them with a spiritual eye. That's right. Because they have a lot of gems up in there, man. Like they put out this movie on Netflix called The Adam Project. And they were basically trying to make mockery of the Lord, because they were talking about time travel, and But anyways, they were when they use these specific names, they always get it from the scriptures. They had ships too, UFOs. Yeah. They had UFOs in the movie too, man. Which the UFOs are the ships, by the way. The UFOs are the chariots of Israel. They're not fucking green little aliens, The angels are the ones maneuvering them ships, and those ships are going to be used to deliver the nation of Israel, pursuing the book of Isaiah 26 and 20.
And also Revelations 11 and 16. That they ascended into heaven in the cloud. The enemies beheld them.
All of
that cloud. That cloud is the chariots. That's how our Lord Yahweh Shai left it. He left in the cloud. But it was actually a chariot, because these chariots also could come in the form of a cloud. Just like that video I sent you, like months back. About those chariots. Yeah. They looked like clouds, like red, like amber clouds. But they were actually chariots.
The chariots have cloaking mechanisms, man.
That's right.
The chariots can move at the speed, faster than the speed of sound.
That's right.
So they're above your comprehension, Esau. They're above your comprehension. You're trying to fight with some outside of your comprehension.
The truth is, how you gonna fight something like that?
That's what the Space Force is all about.
That's right.
Fighting the Lord and the angels when they come. That is prophesied in the scriptures that they're gonna come. And Michael, the prince of that people, shall stand, to fight against, our adversaries. And that's gonna be that war in heaven, man.
That's right.
That war in heaven that's prophesied in Revelation the 12th chapter. And the devil and his angels were cast out, right? I'm talking about you devils. You Edomites. That's right. Mount Seir.
Yeah, it was 11 and 12. All right, so Revelations 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying, "Come up hither, And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So that's how we're gonna be. The elect is gonna be delivered. We're gonna ascend up into heaven in a cloud, in that cloud, which is them chariots. The scripture says the righteous shall scarcely be saved. The righteous is going to make it up out of here by the skin of their teeth.
Hey, that's the true rapture.
Yeah, come.
You know how in the church they be like, oh, the rapture? Nah, the true rapture is the deliverance by way of the ships.
That's right.
That's where they get it from Star Trek and all the movies. Beam me up, Scotty.
That's right.
We're going to get beamed up, man. Lord willing, we'll be at that number.
Beam me up, Scotty.
The Lord got beamed up. Elijah got beamed up. When Elijah ascended up into heaven, was it Seth? No, Enoch. Enoch was translated, man. How was he translated? Through the ship. Taken up, he didn't die.
That's right. Elijah was translated.
Translated, yeah.
He was taken up, he didn't die.
Somebody else too escapes my mind. It'll come to me. But yeah. Lord willing, come back to me. But there was another one too. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but it's all good. Okay, this is Nahum chapter 3 and 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departed not. The noise of a whip and the noise of rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up the bright sword, both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of the corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And it shall come to pass that I will cast the abominable filth upon thee, and I will make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." And that's what the Lord is doing to America.
That's right. Because ultimately, no one respects America. These other nations, they don't fear America. They laughing at it. Pretty much, they got their asses kicked by them sand niggas, in Afghanistan. So, that right there, and now nobody fears this place. They went over there, they lost. Just like Russia. Russia suffered the same fate too. Back in 1989, they went over there, they tried to fight that, they tried to defeat them sand niggas, but they lost. America tried to do the same thing. They lost. So, these other nations, they're seeing that, and they don't have fear of this place no more. They don't fear the Marines no more. They don't fear the Navy SEALs anymore. They don't fear it. They have no fear. As a matter of fact, Iran, over there in Iran, they're waiting for you to come over there. They're waiting for you to come up in there. They already got graves already dug up for you.
Yeah, you can go home.
Yeah, you can go home. So they're waiting for you to come out them airplanes. You know what I'm saying? Over there.
Yeah, it's gonna get nice and hot over there, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get nice and warm, just like a hooker's heart. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's gonna get very, very, very tense over there, man. Like a Mexican standoff. But this time, it's gonna end with gonna end with us on top. You know? And you devils on the bottom. You know? It's gonna end with you devils on the bottom, man, because the scripture say Esau is the end of the world in 2 Ezra 6:9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we're the beginning of the new world to come. That's what it says in that Revelation, the 21st chapter. It speaks about New Jerusalem. That's right, coming down from heaven. That's the new world, the orderly arrangement. You know where it says, "And the saints shall come marching down." What's that song? When the saints come marching in and all that.
Yeah.
You know them Negro spirituals. Those are songs that people sing about the coming of the kingdom.
That's right. And slavery.
And slavery.
They used to see the chariots back then. You know, there were no planes back then, so they used to see them chariots up in the sky. You know, these are where these melodies came from. You know, they came from us being in slavery.
Soon low, soon chariot.
Yeah, Khan.
Soon chariot.
You know, so these melodies, when the saints come marching in, all these melodies came from slavery because we knew.
Yeah, we knew it. They had to beat that out of us. Yeah.
Khan.
So your name's not Kunta Kinte, it's Toby. Yeah. Toby. Say it, nigga. They beat the shit out of our people.
That's right.
Yeah. And now they make money off of it, you know, entertainment and all that shit. But those are the real life struggles of our people. Because of the curses. You know? But ultimately it's gonna end in us being the ruling nation on the planet Earth. And that's the gospel, you know. The good news to our people. That's why when you hear this thing, you should dance to it, you know. Bust a move. Nah, but you should take heed to it, you know.
That's right. You should dance to this tune.
You should dance to this tune.
But you see, you got Israelites out there. They're not dancing to the tune. You know what I'm saying? They're singing another tune. They're singing a strange tune. They're not dancing, or they're not singing to this tune right here that we're singing. You know,
the white man can be saved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God loves everybody.
God loves everybody.
You know.
He doesn't hate.
You know.
The woman can teach. You know, all kind of madness. The mermaids in the scriptures. The book of Enoch is real. You know, you can go on and the mark of the beast is spiritual.
The mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. You know, they're not singing to this tune right here. They're singing a completely different, strange tune. You know?
Yeah. A lot of damnable heresies, man.
That's right.
You know, a lot of bullshit out there. There's a lot of bullshit. That's why the scripture says, be circumspect, you know, walking as wise, not fools. In Ephesians the 5th chapter. Because our people, man, they're in gross darkness. Pursuing Isaiah 60 and 2. You know, because gross darkness covering the people. But the scripture saying in Romans the 11th chapter, the 7th verse, it said, the election have obtained it and the rest were blinded.
That's right.
Yeah. So a lot of you that are blinded, that's a stumbling block that the Lord set up on you, so you won't get this truth. Hey, matter of fact, King David prayed against our people. He said, "Let their table become a snare." You know, that which should have been to their good, let it become a trap onto them. You know. So a lot of you niggas, you come into this thing, or you disrespect, despise this word, or whatever the case may be, and that's judgment onto you. You came in and found out the truth, went back into the world. That's worse off than you not knowing the truth at all.
That's right.
You know? So you niggas better be careful when you deal with this truth, and you better be careful how you talk to the man of the Lord too. That's another thing too. A lot of you disrespectful.
Yeah. You're abusing this truth.
You're abusing it.
Yeah, you're abusing the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right. Because ultimately, man, the Lord said, woe to them in Matthew the 18th chapter. Woe to you if you offend one of the Lord's little ones, man.
That's right.
You know, so it's a word of caution.
Yeah,
you know, anyways.
They that are abusing this truth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It says, it says 2 Peter chapter 2 and 2. Chapter 2 and 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
That's right. Bring upon them swift destruction. You know, you're gonna bring upon yourself swift destruction. You're not gonna know whence it comes from either. It's gonna come from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because right now we're not in the time to be playing right now. You can't be playing with this, with the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You can't be playing with this truth. You gotta take this thing serious. You gotta be serious with this thing. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. When Yahushai comes, he's not coming back to give out dandelions and lilies and all this shit, you know? He's coming back with that sword. He's coming with fire.
The sword?
You know what I'm saying? He's coming with fire and the chariots.
That's right.
He's not coming to play.
That's what
you know, you Jake, you gon' you know what I'm saying, you Jakes that are abusing this truth, you're gonna get caught with your pants down.
That's why you need to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right, you need to fear him.
You need to fear him, man. Yeah.
But a lot of our people, they don't fear the Lord. You know, they don't, but the Most High is gonna put fear in our people real soon. Because, you know, just because it seems like the Most High is not doing anything, you know. But don't sleep. You know, don't sleep. Because it's gonna come suddenly when you least expect it. Just like our Lord said, he come as a thief. When a thief comes, you don't know when that thief is coming, you know? You don't know when the thief is gonna come. You know? So you always gotta be sober and circumspect in this truth. Because this is what we're watching for. We're watching for the prophecies. We know that our Lord is right at the door because we see the prophecies coming to pass. So we know our Lord is right there. But of that day and of that hour, we don't know. We don't know when he's going to come.
Knoweth no man.
Knoweth no man.
Yahushua don't even know.
Exactly.
He's waiting on the Lord to say, there's a green light. You know, go ahead, my son.
That's right.
Go slay in my name.
That's right.
Hey, that's a true crusade, brother.
That's right.
Because you know the Crusades, they used to do that. They used to go, you know, and stay in the name of, you know, Christianity or whatever. Now, the true crusade is going to be the Lord and the angels coming to deliver us and to destroy America and you so-called white people, you devils. Because you're going to be taken clean out of rulership, man. That's why the scripture referred to the Lord having many crowns upon his head when he came back, you know. And then he's going to give the crowns out to his men. And the crowning ceremony, man. To all the, that's why the scriptures say in Revelation 3, they say, let no man take that crown. You know?
That's right.
Because if you fall out this truth, the Lord's not going to give you no crown, man. You know, you're going to have to be destroyed and come back on the second go-around.
That's right.
You know, so you better keep your wits about you, you know. Don't let nobody take your goddamn, your crowns like it.
That's why you got to keep the garments. You always got to be 10 steps ahead of the game. So make your stuff, you know, be 10 steps ahead, you know. You know, be ahead of the game, you know. That's how you maintain. When you're like 10 steps ahead. That's why the scripture says, seek him 10 times more, you know. So when you seem to fall off and get weak, you know, seek the Lord 10 times more. Seek him 10 times more. Stay 10 steps ahead.
10 toes down.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, but
that's how you maintain yourself. You always want to be ahead.
Because you do have low moments too.
That's right.
You have low points and everything's not all great all the time, but the Lord will give you hell to keep it balanced.
That's right.
And the Lord will bless you too. The Lord's a righteous, you know, power. He's gonna keep you level, keep you. Proverbs the 11th chapter, it said, "False balance, abomination."
Yeah, that's right.
To the Lord. You know? So here it is. You know, that's why Job said. Did not Job say, "Shall we not receive good from the Lord and evil also?"
That's right.
You know,
because this is being in this truth is going to be a very bitter thing. You know, it's not sweet. Yeah, it's sweet when you hear it at first, you know. It's sweet. It's sweet like honey when you receive this word at first. But when you begin to consume that word, you know what I'm saying, just like the road, you know, when you begin to consume it, you swallow it and you digest it, you know what I'm saying, then it becomes bitter.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
That's right.
Because you have to put off the old man. You have to put off the old man with his deeds, or the old woman with her deeds. You know, maybe you were you know, in the world. Maybe you were into drugs. You were into, who knows, man. You know, wickedness, adultery.
That's right.
A witchcraft, whatever, man. You know, you may have been a whore. You know, a down low, dirty woman back in the day, or whatever, man. You may have been an adulterous woman, a liar, a deceiver, manipulator. Who knows, man? You know, who knows? But when you come into the truth, you repent for all that, man. And you become a new creature, man. You're a new person, and the Lord will clean you through the word. You know, the Lord will clean you, man. Because as a whole, our nation is as a whole is sick, man. It's sick. So none of us are. The scripture says the righteous are filthy rags. At the end of the day, we're all filthy. But the Lord having mercy on it. That's why the Lord said He would rather have mercy than sacrifice. You know, because ultimately the Lord's very compassionate. So, you know, yeah, we get on Jake and say you niggas gonna die, but we also say we're here for mercy, really, because we're telling you before it happens.
That's right. That's mercy.
That's mercy.
Like, for example, Noah, when he was out there for 120 years, you know, that was plenty of time for the people over there to get right. You know, but they continue to scoff, they continue to mock. You know, they probably said some shit like, "Oh, yeah, Noah, I believe what you. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Noah, but I gotta see it first in order to believe it." Ain't nothing happening right now, Noah. I don't see no rain or no raindrops coming out of the sky. So, you know, when I see it, Noah, then I'll believe it. You know, shit like that. But once you see it, once it starts to happen, and it's already too late. It's already too late for you to get right, because it was the Most High that shut the doors to that heart. You know, I bet Noah had compassion and felt bad. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to him, he'll open the door. But you know, it wasn't up to him. It was up to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Because ultimately, that was plenty of time right there. He was out there for 120 years. Imagine that. Telling y'all knuckleheads to get right, but y'all didn't take heed, so y'all got destroyed. You know? It's just like now, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is giving you Jakes plenty of time to get yourself right, you know what I'm saying? To come back to the law, statute, and commandment. But you're just not hearing it. You know? You're saying the same shit. You're saying, well, I gotta see it first in order to believe it. So if I don't see it, then I can't believe it.
Yeah, but that means you have no faith.
It's a lack of faith.
Because what's faith? The substance of evidence, the substance of things not seen, the evidence of things hoped for. You know.
That's right.
So if you see something, you don't need to believe it. You know.
That's why the scripture says the wicked generation requires a sign.
That's right. Beautiful.
Because y'all want to see things. Y'all want to see it first, bro. By the time you start to see it and it starts to play out right before your face, you know, don't come running to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai then, because y'all were foretold. Y'all been warned already. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already been warned. So you didn't want to take heed. Now you're going to have to suffer the consequences now of your ignorance.
The Lord said He'll laugh at your calamity.
That's right.
And mock when your fear comes. How is He going to do it? By way of us? Because we're going to be having a good old time while you die.
That's right.
No, but it's true. It's true. The scripture say what? 10,000 shall fall at thy right hand and at thy left, but no place shall come nigh thy dwelling.
That's right. Your ignorance knows no bounds.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's an inside joke.
That's an inside joke.
Inside joke.
But yeah, that's the spirit, you know. That's the spirit. Here it is, you know. Here it is. We out here in the cold all the time, every week, every other, you know, if we can, another day a week, you know, putting up lessons year after year.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and what niggas niggas stand their hands. That's what they do.
That's right.
You know? They'll turn their back. You know, but if it's $1 million check, you know, they'll do whatever it takes.
That's right.
But see, that's why the scriptures say what? Seek the store your treasures in heaven.
That's right.
You know? Seek ye the kingdom first, and all things shall be added onto you.
That's right.
You know? So the Lord's gonna provide for you, ultimately. The Lord is the one that's keeping you alive.
And He's gonna sustain you.
He's gonna sustain you.
It may not seem like it, you know. Like, hold on one second.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, hold that thought.
Yeah, it may not seem like that, but the Lord is with you. Even when things are bad, right? Even when things get rocky, the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is always in your corner. You know? Let's say even if the Most High slayed you, right? Even if the Most High slayed you, he can still have the power to bring you back, raise you up. You know? So that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is powerful. The scriptures say what? He's omnipotent, all powerful, almighty. You know? So there's nothing outside of the reach of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Nothing too high. You know? Nothing that's nothing that's unachievable or undoable. You know? Do you not see everything before you? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is created. You know? And you think He's not capable of taking care of you? You must be out your goddamn mind. You know? Because ultimately, man, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the reason we're even here. You know, because of His mercy. You know? But this is Job, real quick. This is Job. This is Job chapter 13 and Job chapter 13 and verse 15. It says, though He slay me, yet will I trust in Him, but I will maintain my own ways before Him. And He shall also be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before Him. You see, so through the Spirit, even if Job said what? Even if the Lord slay me, I would trust Him. You know? Why? Because ultimately He's the Father of spirits. You know what I'm saying? He's the Father of spirits, and He's the one that can bring you back from the dead. 1 Samuel is the 2nd chapter. It says what? I the Lord killeth, I make it alive. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Because this is 1 Samuel 2 and 6. It says the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. And so the Lord's the one that does that, man. The Lord's the one that brings you into a low situation or brings you out of it, or kills you or allows you to live. So the best thing that you can do is fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep the law, statutes, commandments, which is the whole duty of man. So in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. So it says, the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Verse 8, He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and He hath set up the world upon them. And He will, verse 9 says, He will keep the feet of His saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. So the Most High is going to keep His saints, who are the saints? The Israelites, and for that matter, the elect of Israel.
That's right.
You know. So what are you really worried about? You know?
Exactly.
What are you really like? Oh man, you know. Even did we not just read it? Job 13 and 15. Though He slay me, I will trust in Him.
That's right.
You know?
Like for example, you know, maybe going through a certain situation. Let's say you was a part of the camp, you had 15 brothers with you, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you get kicked out of that camp. Are you gonna Is the Lord still Lord then? Because, you know, the Lord is not looking for anything that's easy, you know? This word, this truth is not going to be easy, you know? This road is not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to always be peaches and cream, you know? Are you still going to trust in the Lord when you lose your woman? You know? Are you still going to give the Lord praise and glory when you lose your house? You may lose your apartment, or you may not be able to drive your car. You know what I'm saying? Or you may lose your job. You know? Are you still going to remain? Are you still going to keep your integrity? Yeah, con. That's the word right there. Are you going to still maintain your integrity, like Job? You know. You know, we can learn a thing too from Job now.
That's right.
You know, he's the father of integrity,
Humility.
Perseverance,
faith. Can you imagine? You know.
That's right.
Imagine losing everything you got, all this, you got plagues upon you, plagues upon plagues, and you still don't turn your back on Yahweh by Shemashah.
That's right.
The woman said what? Curse the Most High and die.
That's right. She broke.
She was finished. She was like, fuck you, Job. She was just
broken.
You know? What happened till death do us part?
Yeah, God.
Showing you, man, that, you know.
Yeah, it's all about maintaining your integrity. Because that's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is looking for. He's looking for a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you may be a part of a camp or so, you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden you get kicked out of that camp. Now you're out to fend for yourself. You're out to push this word on your own. You know, are you still gonna maintain that integrity? Or are you just gonna fall like rotten ass fish and go back into the world? Like a cheap lawn chair, yeah, come on.
Hey, I ain't gonna mention the name, but somebody, I'll tell you later, but somebody that was very high up, I would say, in one of the camps got kicked out recently. And I actually did, you know, business with the individual. And, you know, I bought some certain remedies from the individual. But the point is that, not, like around the Passover, you know, people get kicked out. But what are you going to do when you get kicked out? Are you going to stop doing the work? Or are you a man of the Lord? This is the time to prove who the hell you are. Prove to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that you're worthy to be delivered.
That's right. You gotta prove it. You gotta prove yourself. You gotta prove yourself. It's gonna come a time when you're really gonna have to prove yourself to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because ultimately, the ultimate test is coming. The ultimate hour of temptation is upon us. It's about to come upon us. You know, that's like the elder apostle Duval always say. You know, when this MOTB comes in, when it's time to when Esau won't make that thing mandatory. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to separate the men from the boys. You know. Right. You know, that MOTB. That's gonna be the real equalizer right there. That's what's gonna separate the men from the boys. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Through the Spirit, you know. If you're put in a situation, the scripture says in 2 Sirach, the 2nd chapter, my son will now come to serve the Lord and prepare thyself for temptation. You know, and we're now brought to a low state, constantly endure, right? Why do you have to constantly endure? Huh? Because this is a spiritual fight. You're battling your elements. Battling the elements. You're battling demons. You're battling all kinds of shit. You're battling yourself. That's a demon. You're battling yourself because the number one enemy is yourself. Your flesh, the weak ass flesh. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is indeed willing.
That's right.
You know? So you have to be more in tune with the spirit than the flesh. So the flesh is evil, and a lot of individuals are still in the flesh. I say that much. A lot of individuals are still in the flesh. You know, they haven't put off that old flesh, that old man.
Yeah, I'm saying you gotta know how to. Your spirit has to overcome your flesh. You know, you can't have your flesh overcome your spirit. So you gotta, your spirit got to be more powerful than your flesh in order to maintain. Because, like the brother said, like Scripture says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because there's going to be times where you're going to feel like, where you're going to get weak in this thing. But you see, you got to use your faith as fuel to get you through it. That's what gets us through our downtimes, when we use our faith as fuel. Because you gotta. That's why you gotta constantly pray. You gotta say that Lord's Prayer every day.
Pray without ceasing.
Yeah, that's right. Pray without ceasing. Because that's what's gonna strengthen your spirit. When you pray. I'm saying that's what's gonna. That's how you build your spirit up. When you pray. It's just like you want to build that muscle. You want to get them tones. You gotta exercise.
Get them gains.
Get them gains. You gotta exercise. You gotta build. You gotta exercise. You gotta put in that work. Because it's not gonna work itself. You gotta put in the work. You gotta know how to work it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work that. You gotta overcome that flesh.
No good thing dwells in the flesh. No good thing dwells in this flesh now. Alright.
That's how a woman's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's a woman right there.
That's right. That's right.
She's dressed in modest apparel.
That's a desirable woman.
That's right.
Well, not the woman. Not how women be dressing like like a fucking stripper. Those women are not desirable, man. What kind of man would want to deal with a woman that has like 50 bodies on them? Do you buy a car with 300,000 miles on it? No, you buy the car relatively new. Hopefully you can get the car brand new.
That's right.
In the ancient world, we got the women virgins. Nowadays, what happens? You deal with a woman, man. Who knows how many? Who knows how many men have passed through there, man?
That's right. Really, you get them when they're young.
Yeah, really. That's when you're supposed to.
That's how we got our women. We got our women when they were young.
Hey, that's how they do things in the islands, man.
That's right.
In the islands, they'll start having children very young. And hopefully they end up with one man.
That's right.
Whatever. But
if you get with a woman that's like she's like over 30, 25, 20, you know what I'm saying? She's really, by that time, you really don't know how many men done already been through our zone already.
How many bukeke is how many
but you see, that's what this world would push.
Yeah.
They always love to push. They look at having a 12-year-old woman. Really, she's a young woman, a virgin. They look at that as a crime. But it's not a crime, because once she passes the flower of her age, she's ready to have children. So she's a woman. But in this world, in this sick, twisted society that we live in, they want to call that, they want to call that wickedness. That's why the scripture says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil."
But two women together is not wickedness.
Yeah.
Or two men. Or a threesome or foursome.
Or popping little boys, like these fucking Catholic priests,
right?
Having sex with little boys. They don't, but that's the hypocrisy of this country, of this land that we live in.
In this place, they
the so-called white men.
They promote like fucking all kinds of bestiality, all kind of orgies and all that shit. But here it is, a man dealing with a woman is supposed to be wickedness.
A young woman at that,
Yeah.
When she's not even touched.
That's right. That's actually how things are supposed to work in the ancient world, man. We got our women, when they were ready. When they were ready. We didn't wait until they were like So they were 18. You had to wait till you're 18. And, you know what I'm saying? Unless she's 18, you're gonna go to jail. That's not scriptural. That's not
By
scriptural.
the time
man.
she's already 18, she don't already have like what 50 bodies already.
It's just, you know, exaggerating, but you know,
Come on now. That's just reality at the end of the day. You know. But that's wickedness though.
that's wickedness.
Because she already had all kind of thousands of men before you even get into it.
Hey, but you know the thing is they're trying to like flip it and say, oh, but you know, you men, you deal with many women. But the Lord made us to be able to deal with many women through the Spirit. But there's order. You know, obviously, you know, we're not running around doing, you know, just whatever. But the Lord said, you know, if you have the substance to take care of, you know, multiple women, you could do it according to the Spirit, according to the Scriptures.
That's why it's made that there are more women than there are men. If you go down to Atlanta right now, like, you know, it's like 28 to, you know, like the population down there is like, it's large, you know. Like women outnumber us 28, you know what I'm saying, to, I don't know the exact statistics, but, you know, there are more women on the planet than there are men.
No. Hey, the scripture say, Isaiah 12:1, hey, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man.
That's right.
All right? Which 7 is just a number, meaning completion. It's going to be more than that. But the point is that the Lord made women to be, the Lord put more women on earth than men. So if it was supposed to be just, you know, according to Esau, you know, you can't deal with no other woman. If that was the case, then all the other women would have to become lesbians.
That's
they
right.
They would all have to become lesbians. But no, the Lord didn't set it up that way. The Lord set it up to where a man could deal with multiple wives, man.
That's right.
And there's nothing wrong with it through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. But if you have an issue with it, you take it up with Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because ultimately, Jake, what they like to do is they like to pick and choose what they like from the scriptures and what they don't like. You know, so they'll say, okay, well, I don't like this, so I'm gonna throw this out. The scriptures say, eat the whole roll. Eat the whole roll. You have to believe as it is written, as the Lord commanded it to be said, because that's what He said. You know, there's no crime in it. If you want to have one woman, you can have one woman. That's cool. But if the man wants to, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with that.
What did the Lord say? What did the Lord say though? He said, "Be fruitful and multiply." How can you be fruitful and multiply with one woman? You can't do it. You need multiple women, because at the end of the day, we don't die; we multiply. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
So, you know, that's why it's set up that way. You know. The Lord said that we'll be as the sand of the sea, like as the sand. You can't number the sands of the sea. You can't do it. That's why the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. You need multiple women to do that.
And I'm gonna say this, through the Spirit, we're not, you know, through the Spirit. What was I gonna say? Through the Spirit, men and women are equal, man. All right, you women are not equal to us, all right? You look at us as if we're equals. The Most High said we're above the woman.
Yeah, we're above.
So ultimately, through the Spirit, you know, there's order, but obviously, you know, you're not supposed to mistreat your woman, nothing like that. But ultimately, she's supposed to reverence you. You know, she's supposed to understand you and be on your time.
That's right.
And you know, ultimately, in the kingdom, things are gonna be different. You know, on this side, things are different.
Because right now we're in that Queen of Heaven worship right here. You know, that's what they used to do back in the ancient Roman Empire. You know, our people, what they would do, they would worship women. Like there was a goddess Dianus, or whatever, back in the ancient Roman Empire. And what was going on there? You know, Israelites would worship that woman, would worship that status, that statue. You know, so it's no different than today. You know, you got a lot of our people, they just worshiping the woman. Women are being put up on the pedestal. You know, and they're worshiping these women. You go on Instagram, you go on these social media sites, Facebook, you know, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. You know, these women are being worshipped. You know, a woman could be like a 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? And she'll still be worshipped as some goddess. She'll get, you know, all kind of likes and all kind of, you know, praises from these men. You know, false. You know what I'm saying? You know, this cheap validation. that other apostles, the other apostles of God like to say. So we're deaf indeed in that Queen of Heaven worship. But when all hell breaks loose and when society goes down, you know what I'm saying, and when martial law is declared, all of that is going to go out the window. Gone. Things are gonna go right back to its natural order. Because this Cinderella story, this Cinderella bullshit is about to strike midnight.
The shoe does not fit.
Yeah.
You must have quit.
That's right.
Hey, through the Spirit, everything, like the rest of the elder said, everything's going to be in spirit, man. Everything's going to be in order, man.
That's right.
So none of this disorder, our women talking back to us, telling us what we can and can't do, telling us that, nah, man, everything's going to be in order. The women going to be in their right minds. We're going to be in our right minds. Everything's going to, the scripture say all our people shall be righteous.
That's right.
All our people. Even you fucking 2/3 niggas that are demons now, you're gonna be in your right mind, but you're gonna awake to everlasting shame and contempt, pursuing the Daniel the 12th chapter. You're gonna be with your head down in the kingdom a little bit, but ultimately you'll be okay.
But everything is gonna go back into its rightful order real soon.
Real soon.
Because right now things are out of order. Things are disorderly. It's disorder. And when you have disorder, nothing really works. It's not, nothing functions when you have disorder. When a woman thinks that she's equal to you, that's disorder. That's why you think divorce rates are so high in this society. Why you think like there's a chance of, why you think the numbers, why you think, like I was saying, why you think you're more likely, you're more likely to get a divorce than to actually stay with that woman? Why you think those numbers are much higher than a couple actually getting married and staying together?
Because marriage is seen as like a business deal. Now, technically speaking, in the ancient world, marriage was a business deal between the fathers.
That's right.
But nowadays, the woman sees it as a business deal for her to come up, or for, because that's why, they're always trying to level up, I'm trying to marry, they got all these niggas in there and they're lining them up, the wicked ones, There are some righteous, women that are trying to be, they're not all fucking, we're not saying all, but the vast majority of women, of the modern women, is like that,
That's right.
The vast majority, there are some women that are worth dealing with, but through the Spirit, we understand the nature of a woman. The nature of a woman is to be wicked. Until she gets underneath an Israelite man that's teaching her the right way, for the most part, they're going to go and do wickedness because it's inside of them. The scriptures say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the wicked. Why does it say that? You see it when you've lived. You know what I'm saying? So, like the old gangster said, you gotta live.
That's right.
You gotta live. When you've been around women, man, you dealt with women, they're fucking wicked, man.
That's right.
You know it. But you're too afraid to say something because you're afraid to lose. You're afraid to piss a woman off or whatever, man. But through the Spirit, we have to say things the way they need to be said. Because we're not here to fucking kiss nobody's ass.
We're not here to sugarcoat.
We're not here to sugarcoat nothing. Alright? And matter of fact, people respect that. People respect that more than you fucking sitting there trying to beat around the bush. That's what's wrong with the world. Everybody's politically correct. We can't say certain things, man. Nobody's real. Everybody's putting up a fucking act. Acting like this, acting like that, so they don't, that doesn't mean that you become a fucking asshole, But the point is, when we're teaching, we don't hold nothing back, man. We don't hold nothing back. That's what's wrong with a lot of you niggas. All you do is hold shit back, man. No, I don't want to go into this because it might, Come on, brother. The The scripture say, gird up your loins, man. Are we fucking men? Are we, you know? Come on, bro.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother. What? Look, man, all hell's about to break loose, bro. You scared to say things how it is? You know?
Yeah, tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is, bro. You know?
We ain't got time to complain.
Matter of fact, women don't even want to be with no weak ass little nigga that's not gonna say things how it is. They like that shit. They really like the alpha dog energy, you know? That austere energy. They like that, man. They like that shit, bro.
That's why in that day when all hell breaks loose, who they gonna be really looking for? They're gonna be looking for a gorilla McGilla kind of dude, you know, in that day. You know, they ain't gonna be looking for these pretty boys, you know what I'm saying? These soft, pretty boys in that day.
Right.
I don't know. They're gonna be looking for a gorilla McGilla in that day. Muscular, you know, built austere, you know, Jake.
Hey, but to the spirit, the real ones they're gonna be looking for is us.
That's right.
Low level, you know. That's why Isaiah 4:1 again. 7 women shall take a hold of 1 man. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. You know, we're gonna be more precious than fine gold, man. So we're the true prize, man.
That's right.
We're rare. How many beautiful women is there out there? Millions, brother. Millions. How many elect men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is there? 144,000. 1/3. That's very few.
One of a kind. The elect is gonna be one of a kind.
1 in a million.
1 in a million.
Come on, brother. And you walking around like, oh man, I hope she likes me, man. I hope she don't leave me, nigga. If that bitch leaves, she's losing.
That's right. That's her loss.
I have to say it that way, but hey, you know, it is what it is. A spirit, you know. It is what it is. If a woman leave a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, she's dumber than she looks, man. Because a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna be a top man.
That's right.
A man with wisdom and knowledge and integrity. A true man, not a fucking little Tyrone or Rare.
That's right.
A Pookie that's gonna give you, that's gonna fuck you and leave you, you know, high and dry, you know, do you dirty, whatever, man.
Babies.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro?
But yeah, you know, because the scripture says wisdom and knowledge still shall be that stability at that time. You know, when a woman sees that you're just calm, cool, and collected in that thing, you know, she's gonna gravitate to that. While these other niggas that don't have Yahweh Shem Yahshua in their lives, that don't have the knowledge and truth and wisdom and that stability, you know what I'm saying, losing their minds, you know. But when she sees you know what I'm saying, you calm, cool, and collective, and that hell ain't coming upon you, she gonna gravitate towards that, you know.
Yeah, mix the moist. Man.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be easy for her because she gonna have to go through hell too. You know, she gonna have to prove herself to you. You know, she gonna have to prove herself, you know. Just like, you know, we have to prove ourselves, you know, to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, she's gonna have to prove yourself to you. She's gonna have to prove herself that she's worthy. You know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, real talk.
So it ain't gonna be easy for you women in that day, you know. Don't expect things to be easy just because you look good and you got a fat ass.
How?
You know, we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna look past that shit, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to prove yourself. You know, we're gonna look past your fat ass and your fucking pretty face and everything.
Yeah, that's right. And hey, and if the Lord, I say this through the spirit, if the Lord has given you a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua in your life, you better hold on for dear life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just through the spirit. Because a lot of brothers out there are dealing with women and whatnot. You're fortunate that man came into your life. You know? So don't fuck it up.
Don't bring that feminist energy towards that man.
Don't bring that old nigga woman spirit.
That feminist nigga woman spirit.
You know, I can do bad all by myself, nigga. You can't tell me nothing. No, you have to become humble and submissive to your husband or your man. The scripture say what? Let the woman learn in all silence.
That's right.
You know, under who? Her man at home. You know, that's order. You know. Anyways, I gotta get this. I got to get this. I must be allowed to be. wives be subject in all things. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 24 says, therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahushua, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. So you're supposed to be subject to your man in everything, you see? To the spirit. I mean, you know, within reason, you know. Obviously, you know, if it's unreasonable, you know, some crazy shit tell you to jump off the bridge or something, you know, that's different, you know, but within reason, you know, a man asks you to do certain things for him, you know, you do it, because that's your husband. You do it, you know. These things are reasonable, man, you know. These, you know, that's disrespectful, you know. You're not cooking for your husband and shit like that. You know, there's women out there that don't do nothing for their husband, you know. It's like, it's disrespectful at the end of the day. Through the spirit, everything's gonna go back in order, man. You know, we love our women through the spirit. We love them. We actually do love them.
That's right.
Not just like, you know, us.
We're showing tough love, though.
Tough love. The scripture say, "Open rebuke is better than secret love." Proverbs 27:5. So you have to be real, man. That's the only way that you understand what the hell we're saying, man. You know, through the spirit, because a lot of people cannot be real with themselves. You know, the scripture saying in 2 Corinthians 13:5, examine thyself whether thou be in the faith.
That's right.
So when you deal with this word, you gotta examine yourself, man. When this word, the scripture say in Hebrews 4:12, the word Lord is a two-edged sword. You know, and divided and it cuts through soul and spirit, you know, asunder. So here it is. This word is supposed to, when you hear the word, you're supposed to be it's supposed to elicit an emotion in you to repent, to get right, you know, to change your wicked ways, you know. This word is supposed to make you feel bad for what the hell you've done, you know, and say, no, look, I gotta change, you know, I gotta be better. Because look, the reason why we get on our women and our people so much is because we're disappointed in them, man. They're better than that. Man, Jake, you're better than fucking eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. You're better than fucking being a whore and a slut and a damn, you know what I'm saying? You're better than that. You're better than being a fucking Esau servant and shit, man. We're kings and princesses. Our women are princesses. Right now, they're not in that state, but technically, they're princesses. That's what they are. Us as a nation, we're gods, man. We're just in a low state right now. But the reason we cuss you out so much is because through the spirit, we understand that you're better than that, man. Just like a father cuts out the son, just like a father corrects the son, you know, if he loves him, you know, you're gonna correct him because, look, I know you're better than this, man, you know. And the disappointment, but that's true love, you know. That's true love, correction. You know, you correct your son when you love him. The scripture saying, Sirach the 30th chapter, he that loveth the son maketh him oft to feel the rod. You know. So right now this is the rod and the reproof. You know. This is the rod and the reproof. You're being reproved through the spirit. You know. You're being put in order. You're being put. The word of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is working within you. You know. And you're being washed. And as you keep growing, the Lord is supping with you more and more. You know, till ultimately you become on a level, you know, where, you know, if you're a man, you go and teach. But you know, but you're a woman and you come in this faith. You know, you keep the law, statutes, commandments as the best of your ability, and if you have a husband, you reverence him. You know, but that's part of the faith too. You know, how you deal with your husband, how you deal with your children, how you deal with how you present yourself to the world. Are you walking around all scantily dressed and shit? You know, those are things that the Lord is looking at. The scripture say, "Let the woman be dressed with modest apparel." You know, be covered up. That's right.
coming back in the kingdom.
That's right.
All this bullshit. Because really, you know, let's just be honest. When all hell breaks loose, you know, you women ain't gonna be dressing like no slut or no whore or no stripper that day. You ain't gonna even be one. You ain't gonna want to come outside, you know. Let alone that, you know. You know, you ain't gonna be dressing like no slut or whore now, because you're just gonna make yourself a target. You're just gonna present yourself as a potential target, because it's gonna be open season. It's gonna be open season. Open season.
Open hunting.
Open hunting. So you gonna think twice in that day coming out. Hell's about to break loose. That hell is about to come down, you know. That's right. You gotta prepare yourself. So, you know, he saw, you know, this war is brewing, you know. Got the situation with Iran. And who knows, maybe the next attack may be where, you know, they use an EMP, you know, either Russia or, you know, Iran, they launch an EMP or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And what that's gonna do, that's gonna shut down all matters of electronics, you know? So it's gonna put us back in the Stone Age, you know? All hell's gonna be breaking loose. You know, you're gonna have, you know, mobs, you know, running up in banks and stores and robbing people. You know, you're gonna have these things. Oh, it's up there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of, but
you know, you're gonna have these kind of atrocities going on in these days. That's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. And here we're out here to give you warning of that, you know. Real quick, if you can get Isaiah 42:9.
Isaiah 42:9 says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
That's right. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, you know, he tells you of them. How is he doing that? He's doing that through the men of the Lord. You know, through the men that are all over the world, you know, preaching his word. You know, that's how he's doing it. Through us. You know, because we're telling you that these atrocities are about to come to pass. That the so-called white man is about to let loose. The Most High is about to let this devil loose upon you Israelites. You know, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians. You know? Right now, the Most High, he has this devil on a leash right now. You know, he has this devil right now on the leash. Really, for the elect to be sealed. And once that election gets sealed, that's it. You know, that's when Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, the Most High is going to let this devil loose. And he's going to wreak havoc upon you Israelites, you know. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians. that don't want to get right.
We're gonna get left.
You're gonna get left. You're gonna get devoured.
By your zaddy Esau.
That's right.
That's your zaddy, because that's who you love. That's who you fucking want to be. You know? That's who you want to deliver you. That's why we read Isaiah 30. Woe to you that go down to Egypt for help. You know? How the hell? Man, these people are just crazy. But really, it's not their fault. You know, the Most High is the one that's blinding them. But, I mean, it's crazy. These people, they will fight you literally to save their oppressor. Massa! Massa! You know, like Calvin from, what's his name? From Django, Samuel L. Jackson. There's a Calvin! Master! Oh, the nigga died, he got shot. Like, yo! You would have thought his mother died or something.
That's right.
It was like, oh, yeah! You know, any other Jacob would have been happy. Like, yeah, Master's dead. This nigga sitting there, you know, loving. Like, that's Jake though. They got Stockholm syndrome. Meaning you're in love with your captor for so long. You've been there so long that you start to fall in love with the person doing the atrocity to you.
That's right.
You know?
Stockholm syndrome. Oh, you got that Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome Negroes. Stockholm syndrome Israelites. You know, because that's really what it is. You know, that's really what it is, bro. All these people have an affinity for the so-called white man. You know, they have a soft spot for the so-called white man. Even Jake and the Truth. They want to save their mom. Their mom might be an Edomite or whatever, or their girl is an Edomite, so they want to save them. You know. Hey, that's why the Most High did not give us the spirit of fear, but of a strong, sound mind. You know, we're not concerned with all that. You know, the Most High gave us a sound spirit. You know, unmovable, unwavering. Nah, but you know, the Wadi Abba shine for that spirit of discernment, you know? Being able to see, because not many can see. The Lord said that Himself. He said, many great men, you know, have desired to see what you see, and we're not able.
That's right.
You know. The scripture said, "Many are called, few are chosen." Lord willing, we were called into this thing. Lord willing, we be chosen.
That's right.
You know, because ultimately, that's all it comes down to, predestination. You know,
the scripture says, "Be thy diligent to make that calling and election sure." You know, you gotta be diligent, you know, to make that calling, to make your calling and election sure. It's all about diligence. You want to be diligent. You want to show your diligence. Because, you know, that's all it. And that comes with faith.
show me that you care.
That's right. Show me that you care.
The Lord wants to see that you're finishing the fight to the end.
That's right. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. We're gonna have to overcome. We're gonna have to overcome a lot of atrocities that's about to go down.
A lot of adversity.
Adversity.
That's right. A whole lot of adversity, man. Blessings don't come upon the planet Earth. A whole lot of adversity is gonna come upon the people.
That's right.
A whole lot of hell. Get ready to catch a whole lot of hell. There's Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7. A time like no other, man. It is the time of Jacob's trouble. You know? It's the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right, the time of Jacob's trouble.
And it's upon us. I can feel it in my bones.
That's right.
You know? I can feel it in my soul.
That's right. This is Revelations chapter 2, verse 25. And it reads, "But thou which ye have already hold fast till I come." Verse 26, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as a vessel, as a potter, shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father." So you gotta overcome it and keep it from works unto the end, unto the better end. Because indeed it's going to be a very bitter end. You know, it's going to be very bitter in these end times, in these times that which we're approaching. You know, it's going to be bitter. That's what I mean.
Very bitter.
Very bitter. You know, so you gotta keep them works and hold fast to the very end. So what are we holding fast to? We're holding fast to this knowledge and truth and wisdom and understanding right now. You know? But you gotta keep them the very same works. You gotta keep to the very end. You know?
That's right.
To the very bitter end. So that's how it's gonna be. In these times which we're fastly approaching.
That's right.
So the Lord is looking for you to keep the works to the end. But anyway, you know, so with that, we're going to give all praises and glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakwakadash. The Lord said, apostles of the great millstone, shalom to you brothers out there on the highways, moors, and this world abroad, all around the world, you know. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Barakatham, Kwam, Yasha Allah, and Abba Ball.